What it do? Let's get into it, man. Number 9, Texas versus Florida. We've been waiting to see Arch Manning versus, you know what I'm saying, some stiffer opponents. Texas been racking off these wins against these sorry ass opponents for a while now, but that was just like some confidence boosters to get Arch Manning ready for SEC play. And I'm just gonna say it up front before I get all into this video. Like, Arch Manning definitely needs to stay another year in Texas. He does not need to come out this year. I think the 2 years that he didn't play waiting behind Quentin Ewers really stunted his growth. I mean, the 1 year was fine, but the second year, I think it really stunted his growth. I think he would have been doing this in his second year, and then his third year, which is this year, would have been a lot better. He would have been prepared for his junior year and his SEC play. But that's just my opinion. You dig what I'm saying? But let's hop into it. As you can see, Florida's in the red zone. DJ Lagway did play better this game as well. He had one of his pieces come back. Wilson, number 6, who was a great part of the offense this time. And like I said, man, going into that swamp, bro, if you look at some of the clips, like the thing that was like mind blowing to me and the clips that I was watching, bro, is the crowd noise. Like that crowd noise was just crazy, bro. But let's hop into this Arch Manning film. We got Arch Manning. This is his first SEC game for real. Like, he's on the road. There's going to be a hostile environment. How will he be able to handle this? So as you can see right here, they're going to run a play action. He's going to hit his back foot. You got number 88 coming open on this over route right here. And can you hit him? He goes for the comeback route. I like that. He shows off the arm strength. He says, you know what? I'm here to play. I like this throw. We know that Arch is mobile, so now he decides, oh, you know what? I'm going to use my legs. I like it. I'm going to sit in the pocket. I don't like that. I don't see anything coming open fast enough for me to hold this ball, so I'm going to take off. I like the pump fake, to throw it back, to kind of freeze the defender. You know what I'm saying? I like that as well. And then he's going to get down. I just need you to get down. We don't need you taking those type of hits. Like the money down, the 3rd and 10, this is the money down right here. How are you going to be able to keep your offense on the field? And you're on the road and you're already down. They came out and scored on their first drive. So you have to be able to consistently convert on 3rd downs. So you're going to see the drag route. You don't want that. This is basically a screenplay. They're going to throw a screenplay to him and they sniff it out. The defense sniffs it out. So now he's going to probably improvise, run all the way to the right here, and there's nobody open. I think that's a bad play design from the coaching staff right there. I don't really blame too much of that on Arch. Like, they just sniffed out the play. The Gators just sniffed out the play right there. So now you're down 10-0. The Gators came back. They scored again. They got in the field goal range, kicked the field goal. It's 3rd and 2. What are you going to do? At some point, it's the second quarter. You have to get some type of control of this game. As the quarterback of the team, like, you got, hey, let's calm everything down. Let's go ahead. Let's get at least a field goal on the board. We have to give the team some type of hope, because that's why I said that what he did against, what was it, Monroe or whatever that team was, you know what I'm saying? It kind of showed the personality of the team. Like, when we play against lesser competition, we have all this confidence. But when we play against a team that has somewhat of the same stature as us, they might not be ranked, but they have some of the same type of talent. What are y'all going to do when y'all faced with that eye to eye? So as we see right here, you're going to see Arch put this man in motion right here. He's going to come in motion. Nobody really moves. So this is kind of a zone concept right here. They're going to probably try to keep Arch in the pocket and make him beat them from the pocket. They're going to actually do a quarterback run right here. Is he going to be able to get it? And he probably barely got it. I don't even know if he got it or not, but that goes to show that they don't have a run game. If they decided to do that in 3rd and 2 and not pass the ball, they do not believe in their running backs. They do not have a run game. They probably do not believe in their offensive line to get them 2 yards. If they would decide to run, it's not a bad call, but it just shows that they don't have that much faith in their running backs. Or because I wouldn't have thought of that if they would have just passed it. Okay, I put the ball in Arch's hands, let him do it. But like, for him to use his feet compared to giving it up to the running back, yeah. The 3rd and 9. So basically, they did get that. They're in a bunch formation, bunch tight end. One of my favorite formations. Let's run in and see what they actually do right here. He's going to hit his back foot, step up in the pocket. I would like for you to see that. Boom. Are you ever like, okay, so everything's flowing to the left side of the field. He's really never looked to the right. He's always looking to the left on this particular play. So the play must be flowing to the left. He's going to throw this corner out right here. He overthrows it. That's on Arch. You have to hit that throw. That's a throw you got to make. If you're going to play SEC football and you're going to go on the road, you're in the swamp. This is one of the toughest places to play in college football. You have to be on point. That throw was on Arch. Now, 2nd and 8. Texas end up getting a turnover. They got an interception during the last drive. Okay, Arch, now you have good field position. What are you going to do with this good field position? Are you going to reward your defense for getting you the ball back? So let's run it and see what they actually do. Guys going to come in motion. They're going to run the play action right here. He's going to attack. The defender is going to attack Arch Manning. He's going to step up in the pocket. His tackle is going to help him out. Now you have this guy running a seam route down the field. You have to hit him in stride. Let's say if he does, you're going to throw him the ball. He hits him in, good catch. But a better pass, he scores. If you hit him in stride, he catches it like this, a better pass, he scores. Period. He caught it, he got what he got, cool. But if you go, I guarantee you, if he look back at this film, if he say, if I put this on the numbers and he catches and run with it, he's going to be able to see that defender. The reason why he doesn't see that defender, because he's busy bobbling the ball, trying to catch it. Because the ball, he got to catch the ball from way up here. You feel what I'm saying? 2nd and goal. This is going to be the touchdown for Arch Manning right here. As you can see, this is going to be play action. I like that. Just a sprint out. You're going to have the back run to the flat. You're going to have this tight end going to run the corner to the back pylon right there. And he's going to, you know what I'm saying, hit the front right there. Boom. Good. Nice play design. Simple play design that everybody has in their playbook. You know what I'm saying? Tight end hit the post corner. Back hit the flat. And you choose high or low, whichever the defense give you. Easy play. I like that. Simple bootleg concept. Like I said, the receiver is going to hit the back pylon. The back is going to hit the front pylon. And then you have this guy is going to come on the back end. You get Arch Manning on the move and let him use his athleticism. He takes his shot. He didn't really want to take his head off for real. And it's a touchdown. Like I said, DJ Lagway got one of his receivers back that, you know, I guess he's been hurt or whatever the case may be. That's probably why he's been playing bad. But he actually played well this game, and you're going to get this guy on the perimeter right here, number 6. That's just a tough catch right there. That's a tough catch. He looked like a stud too. I don't really know his game. I don't really know him like that because I don't watch Florida like that, but he looked like a stud. And what I always say about back shoulder passes, like I said, bro, this is probably one of the most unstoppable plays besides probably the tush push if Philadelphia's running it, but like anybody can run this. This is probably one of the most unstoppable plays in football. The back shoulder fade, get your feet down, get your head down, know where you're at on the field, and the cornerback's nowhere even near him. And even if he was, the way he's built and the way that the ball placements was, you're gonna have to run through the receiver to even get that ball. It's 3rd and 9. 41 seconds left, 7-19. To be honest, I really wouldn't push the issue. I would try to get to the halftime, to get to the locker room, discuss my game plan, get my players under control, get my players' heads in the game. They have to, you know what I'm saying, weather this crowd noise and everything. Like, it's a lot going on right now in the swamp. So as you can see, you got Arch Manning right here. He's going to take the snap, hit his back foot there at 5 wide. Can your offensive line hold up? And it cannot hold up. You're going to get Arch Manning sacked. This is like decreasing his confidence. This is why I say that. Like, I think that they need to recognize who Arch is right now. And Arch is not a top tier quarterback in college football. You need to play to your strengths, which is running the ball. You have a great defense, and he can make smart decisions on the move. If you simplify the offense, simplify the reads, he can be a serviceable quarterback until his next year. These are the things that he should have been doing last year, but you kept Quentin Ewers. Quentin Ewers was still there. You wouldn't move on from Quentin Ewers. So like you kind of stunted his growth. And this is what people have been talking about when it says you can't really learn from the bench. You feel what I'm saying? You can, but you can't at the same time, depending on where you're at and the quality of development. Like, whatever y'all was doing for them previous 2 years, it kind of looked like it didn't really do anything because he looks like a quarterback that hasn't played in his environment before. Now it's 7-22. It's still a 2-possession ball game. You're still in the game. You just need to get some points, get some type of confidence in your team, right? So now we're going to go to more of a heavy set type of formation. This is a 2 tight end set. with 2 wide receivers, 1 back. That's running to see what they do on 2nd and 10. They're gonna run play action off of that to give him some more type of time, some more type of blockers. As you can see right here, he has more time. He's gonna step up in the pocket and he's gonna run and take off, which is, I'm not mad at that. I'm cool with that. If you don't see nothing downfield, take off. Don't just stand there and be a statue in the pocket. Take off. You only had but what 3 people in the route tree because you got 2 tight ends. I'm pretty sure one of them blocked, one of them went out, and you had the 2 receivers. So you have, and the back is probably blocking too because of what happened last series before half when he got sacked. Looking at 3rd and 6, we're basically on midfield. Can we cross midfield, get into some type of field goal range, or make a run at this touchdown? Let's get it there in a bunch formation as well. You're gonna see right here, he's gonna basically run an out route, and this guy right here is gonna basically run a comeback. So as you can see right here, he's gonna run basically run a deep out. He ran a deep out, not a speed out, like a deep out right there towards the sideline. That's a good throw by Arch. That's a good catch by him. That's what I said. If you simplify the route combinations and you put it in different formations, you simplify the route combinations, what routes you put together, his reads, but you make the formations more complex. I think then you'll have a good offense for Arch for where he's at right now, because it's kind of like you're trying to 5 wide him, and then you're leaving your lineman on an island, and if he doesn't read the defense right, bad things happen. So tight formations, bunch formations that get guys open quickly, but you can also use them to block if you need them to block. At 1st and 10 right here, this is they're basically driving, trying to look to score, to, you know what I'm saying, make it a 1 possession game right here. We got Arch. This is basically a trips formation on the top side with the single high on the bottom side right here. This has been a formation that everybody's been using this year, and it's good to spread out the defense and to get that one-on-one on the bottom side if you really want it. He's going to actually dodge this right here. That's top tier to be able to, you know what I'm saying, within his read, recognize the rusher, move out of the way of the rusher, set his feet, and throw a dime. This is a dime down the middle of the field for a touchdown. That's probably one of his better plays this entire season. You feel what I'm saying? So there is good spots, there's bad spots. Like I said, I don't think that Arch Manning is going to probably come out this year. I think he's going to stay another year. I think he needs to stay another year, and I think that, you know what I'm saying, when he does come out though, that senior year, he will be ready for the NFL, just not right now. I'm not so big on the throw because I know he can throw. This is what I like the most though, and I've liked this about Bryce Young. I've liked this about certain quarterbacks that can you make somebody miss in a phone booth? Can you make somebody miss in a phone booth as a quarterback? You're going to need to learn how to do that at the next level, because you're not going to run away from everybody in the NFL. Everybody in the NFL not going to play man-to-man. People going to scheme shit up. They're going to have a spy. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. But can you maneuver within the pocket and make somebody miss in a phone booth and get a pass off? Because you're basically buying time for more time for developing routes down the field. And I know he can throw, bro. I know you can throw. It's just that, you know what I'm saying, can you buy time and can you read the defense? And I don't know who number 6 is, 6 on 6, but like whoever this guy is for Florida, like I said, he looks like a stud, he plays like a stud. It's a stud, bruh. I ain't gonna hold you, bruh. Pushes the man. Oh my God. Hold the fuck up, bruh. Hey Mo. Nah, y'all ain't just hold up. Look, bruh. Watch how he just and then you feel me? Give him the you feel me? God damn, my boy. Pop, pop, pop. Gave him the pop, pop, pop. And then going, his ass, get the fuck on, boy. Get out my way, bruh. You in the way. You in the way. And then go for 6. Oh my God, no, we not doing that. Number 4, get off me, bruh. Gonna stay in bounds. Get off me. No, get off me. Who is bruh? Then gonna bring him up. Yeah. Where he been at? He was hurt or something? So now we're in the 4th quarter. They scored again. It just happens like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you finally get something going on offense. Your defense give up points. You have to score now. You have to score, and you have to score not really fast, but you want to give yourself enough time to, you know what I'm saying, tie this ball game up late, right? So they're going to run a trips a trips with a tight end, trips tight end, basically on the line. So as you can see, boom. Now you're gonna have the running back probably going the flat route right there. I think he ran that a little bit too deep. In my opinion, you want to flatten that out so you can get space for this corner route from this tight end right here. And he doesn't, like I said, bro. If you don't, his line is not holding up. So this is why he don't have enough time to really read the field. So as you can see right here, the lineman is beat already. By the time he hits his back foot, the lineman is beat. So he has no other choice but to climb the pocket and get up out of there, bro. And he's going to, one thing about Arch that he's going to probably learn as he keeps playing, and especially next year, is that when what he did last play, he's going to evade, but evade not to run, but evade to pass. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he'll learn how to do that more, when to choose when to run and when not to run. But like I said, bro, if he keeps on continuing running right here, he gets yards, bro. He can definitely scoop. He can scoop. So this is I think that this is just a learning year for Arch Manning, and we were wrong. Media, whoever that was hyping him up to be like a Heisman candidate, I think we all was wrong, and we all have to take accountability for that, and we have to ease up on him and just say, look, he's learning. So now they're in 2nd and 19. They run another trips with a single receiver on the bottom side right here. He's going to hit his back foot. He gets solid protection this time. He's going to probably go up top right here down the seam, and that's just tipped off right there. And then he also has to learn that everything is not a rocket ball. Everything is not, I got to throw the ball the hardest. One thing you will know is if you throw the ball high or if you throw the ball too hard across the middle and it tips up, 9 times out of 10, it will be picked off. You have to throw a catchable ball when you're throwing across the middle. You have to throw a catchable ball. Still 9 minutes and 56 seconds left. If they can get a score before the 6-minute mark or 5-minute mark, they have a chance. You feel to say you can't have a 7-minute, 8-minute drive and score and think you're going to come back. So you have to score in about 4 minutes and 50 seconds or 4 minutes and 30 seconds to about 5 minutes. So let's run in and see what they do. They're running a 2 tight end set. So why are they doing this? Because they want to give him more time for longer development routes down the field. That's what we're doing right now. So as you can see, 1 tight end is going to go out, 1 tight end is going to stay in. The back is going to help chip. He does a bad job, and then he gets, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. That's not on, you can't blame that on Arch. The back ain't hold up. Come on, man. This is your running back. That's, you know what I'm saying? This is why pass pro is important. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of NFL coaches and scouts they look at. Yeah, you can run the ball, or yeah, you can catch the ball, but can you pass protect? You feel what I'm saying? That's what a lot of running backs take their pride in the NFL is pass protection. And this is why, because if you can't pass protect, you're kind of lucky he didn't swipe this ball out of his hand. You feel what I'm saying? Now it's 7 minutes and 43 seconds. You're wasting time. You're down by 2 scores. You need to get the ball rolling. You need to score before at least the 4-minute mark. At the 5-minute mark to at least have a chance to get this ball back. So as you can see, guys going to come in motion right here. They shift over. Don't nobody really run with the motion. They just shift. So that means that it's more of a zone than it is man-to-man, because we know that Arch can run. So you don't want to play zone and turn your back to him. So let's run it again. As you can see, they have eyes on him. They have eyes on Arch. As you can see, he's the spy, number 8. So he's in as Arch is in the pocket right here. He's gonna throw the ball down the field. A nice catchable ball, boom. But it's late. That was a nice ball, and you laid it out there. It's too much air on it. If you're gonna put that much air on it, it needs to be further. So that's what I'm saying. This is all a learning experience for Arch. And as of right now, people are going to be down on him. People are going to say that he's not as good as advertised. And he's not. He's not. But, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to say he's completely trash. You know what I'm saying? It's just that he has to get the experience and he'll get better. And that's what, I do that with any quarterback, not just Arch Manning. You feel what I'm saying? But we kind of knew, this was just this was going to tell us everything that we needed to know. You know, so we knew y'all was going to front run against the teams that y'all was playing. But once it got to SEC play and the teams that actually match up with y'all, how was y'all going to play? Just let us know that Texas is just not there this year. And then maybe next year when he has some games under his belt, but not this year. From this look right here, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you see the safety, he's attacking the safety, right? Number 0, he's attacking the safety. And when he hits this corner, he kind of has him. I see what you're seeing, but you got to also know that that corner's out there. That safety it looked like he's out of position, but it's the way that you're going to have to throw this ball for it to even be completed. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, remember, they've been running 2 tight end sets to get him this protection. They can't protect with just five offensive linemen. So that's why you only see 1, 2, 3 people in the route tree. That's what happens when you run 2 tight end sets and you block one. You have 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, and a back. One of the tight ends is going to block. So that means the other tight ends is in the route tree, the 2 receivers in the route tree, and sometimes even the back is going to block. So now you only have 3 people in the route tree and you have 5 people defending. They have a spy right here. He can't even run if he wanted to because the spy is right there. So let's run it. As you can see, I see what you see, but you're going to have to throw this ball so perfect and further out towards the sideline that, you know what I'm saying, you have to put it out in front of the sideline. He has to put it here. Where you see my mouse is at, out here somewhere. The ball ends up landing like right here somewhere. So if you have to outthrow him running down the sideline, you have to outthrow him who's closing in on this angle, and you have to hope that your receiver can beat them to the spot. You have to throw this to a spot towards the sideline. And as you can see, the ball ends up going, he ends up catching it right here, not outside the numbers. If you throw this outside the numbers, he has a chance. He catches it like right at the numbers. So Arch, he does make it a game, but it's just too late. At this point, it's too late. You have 4 minutes and 16 seconds left, right? If they would have scored the drive that he threw the interception on, and then this drive came, now we cooking with grease. You feel what I'm saying? But since he gave up that turnover, they started going back to this formation, which is this trips formation with the single receiver, because we need more people in the route tree. So you have to kind of like depend on your offensive line and hope they hold up, which they kind of do for the most part this time. He just happens to move out right here, and he's going to press the line of scrimmage, and then he's going to throw this ball right there. That's the athleticism right there. To be thrown on a run and running forward and to throw that pass with the velocity that I'm not worried about his arm strength. That's not the problem. It's just like I think he just needs more reps. Be honest, and I keep saying it. I just think he needs more reps. More and more reps to the point to where you'll start to see a change. Like, okay, he gets it. He has been in every situation possible in college football to where he knows what to do. He just doesn't have that yet. And this is just a great move by Zero. This is the guy who they were trying to get the ball to the last possession right here, and it ended up throwing the interception. So it's just tough, man. 25. You don't really have to throw the ball towards the sideline. Just get to the 25 and we'll run up there and we'll spike it. Let's run in and see what they do. Hit his back foot, climb the pocket. Climb. This is not the time to run. You can't take a sack. That's why I say he needs more reps. He just needs more reps because it's like you don't know the situation. Yeah, you climb the pocket. He's so used to climbing the pocket and running, then climbing the pocket and passing. You seen when he climbed the pocket, evaded, and then he passed it. It was for a touchdown. But like he has a habit of climbing the pocket and trying to run to escape. You feel what I'm saying? When at this point in time, you don't need that. You don't have no timeouts. It's 19 seconds on the clock. You have to throw the ball down the field. Taking a sack right here is unacceptable for a coach, and like that's what I'm saying. Like at some point, you gotta start like grilling him a little bit. Like I know you get in the press conference, and you say, "Well, we got to be able to run the ball outside of Archie." You kind of trying to make it seem like he's just like the whole team. When it's not the case. Like he's making mistakes when he's supposed to be doing things a certain way when it comes down to certain situations in the game. And this is like, you just can't take a sack right here at all. He had the turnover, the pick. He had 2 picks, I think. He threw 2 picks. And late game management you just can't do it. And you let a 1-3 Florida team beat you. And y'all one of the top teams in the country. Like, it happens, man. Ask Penn State.